Incumbent Charles Grassley has his sights set on an 8th term and Republicans back in control of the Senate.
Well, to do that, he'll have to defeat retired Navy admiral with 40 years of military experience. Mr. Franken, that is. WHO 13's political director Dave Price joins us. You saw the entire debate. The candidates covered a variety of issues, but one was pretty specific to Michael Franken.
Right, and it's about an allegation from Franken's fired former campaign manager that she made that Des Moines police investigated and dismissed without charges. And Grassley's campaign and the Republican Party of Iowa have continued to push the last couple of weeks. Franken's former campaign manager, Kimberly Stroop-Boggess, had alleged in May that back in March, Franken had kissed her after the two met about her wish to return to the campaign. Republican Party of Iowa Chairman Jeff Kaufman tonight on Twitter said that Franken, quote, has been exposed as a sleazebag, end quote. Well, during the debate tonight, Franken again said that police found that allegation by her unfounded. No charges were ever filed.
I don't have a problem with this issue. He has a problem with women. And we're seeing this manifest itself with these series of other bills that he's now working, that he's bringing these things to the platform, like with, various bills. And it is just a ploy because he's got a problem, because it's known that he's got some anti-woman activity in his career.
Chuck Grassley.
My colleague, you're
Sure.
in no position to lecture me about women. You're in no position to do that. And I would clarify for you, Kay, that the Grassley campaign did not release this. His former campaign manager filed a police report. The police report was made public by a journalist.
And prosecutors never filed charges in this case. Now, abortion rights has been a prominent issue in the race between these two candidates. And here's what happened when Grassley claimed that Franken wants mothers to abort babies up until birth.
He has the most extreme position on abortion you can have. He wants abortion to be available to the last minute of birth. He wants the taxpayers to pay for that abortion. And he doesn't want parents to have a voice in the abortion of a minor.
This last little bit that he mentioned in a woman's pregnancy, this is the most personal time of all. The name's been chosen of that child. The room's been painted, the cradle's been bought, gifts have been made, cards have been sent out. And a malady happens. A woman's life is in danger. Chuck Grassley's world is, let health just rule the day.
Some other things that came out on this topic. Grassley said during the debate that he does not support Republican Senator Lindsey Graham's proposal to ban abortions after 15 weeks. Grassley said that abortion is now an issue that state lawmakers should decide, although he pointed out that he still supports abortion exceptions for rape, incest, and the health of the mother. Franken said that he wants Roe versus Wade again a federal law. Now, they also responded to a developing new federal policy just announced today, which would commute sentences for federal marijuana crimes. Grassley said that the president has the authority to institute this new policy, but he's not sure yet about whether he agrees with it. Franken says that this is the first step in decriminalizing marijuana nationally and could compel states to do the same.